Well, it is, in fact, a 2-seed for the Oklahoma Sooners as they will open the 2016 NCAA Tournament in Oklahoma City this Friday against Cal State Bakersfield. Joey, Oklahoma played themselves into this position all season to be one of the more elite teams in the country. What was kind of the reaction that we saw in there and how the team feels?
Yeah, I think they're really excited, like they said, to play in Oklahoma City. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. Based on the body of work, the Sooners had done everything they were expected to get that location nearby here in Oklahoma City, and I think that's a huge positive, obviously, as you look in the first 2 rounds to be in front of your home crowd in an environment that's going to be partial, and you're going to be able to sleep in your own bed and be comfortable going into the arena just a few miles away. And so that's huge to be able to have all those factors and play a virtual home game in the first 2 rounds. Obviously, if you win the first game, you play the second one at home as well.
I can't imagine a much better bracket for the Sooners to be in, with your other top seeds being obviously Oregon, the number 1 seed, Oklahoma, the 2 seed, and then you've got Texas A&M, the 3, Duke, the 4. It's a very winnable bracket that it seems like that the Sooners have played themselves into.
It really is. As I saw the first bracket being revealed, I thought to myself, man, Kansas is a really tough bracket here. And as soon as I saw the West was going to be the second bracket, I thought, that's kind of where Oklahoma wants to be. Oregon is the 1. I think that's a team, if you look later on down the line, it matched them up, that's a team that they could beat as a 1 seed. I think in many ways you look and they were better off to be the 2 seed where they're at as opposed to a 1 seed in another region. You talked about A&M obviously being the 3 seed and Duke the 4, Baylor the 5 seed. And so Texas, interestingly enough, Texas and Texas A&M will both play in Oklahoma City. That's going to be intriguing if those 2 teams both win and play in that Sunday game there. I think Texas might be a tougher matchup again for Oklahoma if they're to play them and advance to the Sweet 16 in Anaheim. So, but again, I think this is a very navigable bracket for Oklahoma, and I think they're in a good spot.
Lon Kruger mentioned that this is a team that likes to play with tempo, and Oklahoma getting a matchup against UC Bakersfield, you kind of got in on that miraculous shot. It's a lot of fun. That's what makes March so great. Joey, you look at the opponents going forward, and starting with UC Bakersfield, does Oklahoma have the chance to play their style of basketball throughout the rest of March?
Sure, I think they do, and that's the biggest thing is they're going to have to be able to dictate and play their style of basketball. Like you said, I got a chance to watch that game last night with New Mexico State. A lot of projections had Oklahoma playing New Mexico State, so as I tuned into that game, I thought, well, either one of these teams that wins could be Oklahoma's opponent, and sure enough it is. And yeah, but again, Oklahoma's going to have to be able to get up and down the court and get out and transition and defend like they have all year. They're almost a top 10, number 11, top 20 team in KenPom defensively. So they've defended really well all year, and that defense has led to offense. And I think those are some of the kinds of things that Oklahoma's going to have to be able to do if they're going to advance in the tournament this year.
Well, it should be a fun next couple of weeks for the Oklahoma Sooners. Once again, they'll take on UC Bakersfield Friday in Oklahoma City. For Joey Helmer, I'm Trevor Rogers from the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman, Oklahoma. This has been Insider Access on OUinsider.com.